Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
It's a loss of 6.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the Broncos coming out now. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st down, Broncos.
Throwing Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 68 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. This now a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Frank at the 3. First and goal from the 3.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for the Broncos.
Now it's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Complete to Cortland Sutton.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for them.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Brings up second and 20 at the 39-yard line.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jones. Ball set up the screen to Taylor. They get 7 there on the screen and a set up a third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and he hoped to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Nick's going to keep this himself. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Off the play fake, Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Nix to the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren with with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix setting up a screen for Harvey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Broncos first down.
Looking to throw. Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Colts first down. 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Looking to throw. Jones. On the move past the 40. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Off the bootleg, Jones. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Gain of 48 more yards. That's another Colts.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
The 5-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Off the play fake. Jones. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
They turn to Taylor on fourth. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Bronco defense comes up big.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So here's a third and 14. Here's Nix. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's our second week in studio, second week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Seahawks in a rematch of Super Bowl 40. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. He was a big factor in this one, and he shows you why on this play. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the New England Patriots. And it's a guy who made big strides in his rookie season, Drake May. He had it going. This, one of his 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Pats even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Josh Palmer. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. The Bills get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were 3-point winners a week ago. They lead by 3 here as well as they start 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, here's Nix. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Our first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
10 more yards. That's good for our Broncos. 1st down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
To throw is Nix.
18-yard line.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Nix from the shotgun. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
34-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones. The left side taken in by Pittman. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
9 yards. And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard that that time. Second and goal.
Brandon Jones. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal. At the 6
Operating from the gun. Jones. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up third and goal.
Ready? Hot, set, go!
Operating from the gun. Jones. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are an extra point away from taking the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Broncos 13.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
And the Broncos first down.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another Broncos.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Nick's. He'll get that complete to Franklin. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
17 more yards. That's another.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nick's going to keep this himself. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the option to give to Taylor here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5.
Down back at the 40-yard line.
Now Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Pat Surtain. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The tackle by Zach Allen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown! Tyler Goodson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll get out near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And the Broncos first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
Broncos first down.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here comes 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This is 1st and 10.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Broncos.
Back to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he's going to get this inside the 30. All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Broncos.
He'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. He's back to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way down to the 5. Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Colts, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Denver,